anytime she fights, she brings war. She's happy to scrap. She goes for it. She always goes for the finish, and Brighton always finishes when he watches her. So,
Oh, that is wild.
who the fuck manages Johnny Walker? Got enough CTE from like the wind hitting him at the bus stop. Ilia Topuria in his camp for Charles Oliveira has left his head coach.
Yes. Wait, which one's which, bro? I can't tell the difference.
Oh, right. So the Aussie is the one with the tan. Down. Now, I have my concerns. What's going on, guys? And welcome back to the Aussie MMA Mates podcast. I'm Jaden. Next to me is Bryden. And on the decks, we have Luke.
Jay and my rod out here.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Now, do you like pre-write shit to say, or do you just like on a whim hope it's funny?
That is a wild start.
It's a wild start.
It's just off the dome, hey.
Look.
I open the gates
Yep.
and whatever comes out comes out.
Fair. Well, I was going to say he needs whatever kind of attention he can get, because there was a really cool comp on Sunday and Luke just wasn't there.
Oh.
I was
That was a good
I was a
segue.
square.
You were a square.
Oh, be there or be.
You were a square.
Okay, like I'm gonna go on a really weird tangent, just really quick.
Yeah, we're 30 seconds in. Hit me.
Okay, so when they say be there or be square,
Yeah.
do you know why they say that?
No.
Like,
Because you'll be around the block. Like, you won't be there.
yeah, you'll be.
No, why?
Why?
No, you're actually right.
No
Oh, is it?
way.
Yeah,
Get up.
because what's a square?
A shape.
It's not around.
It's a shape.
It's not around. It's not around.
It's not a round shape.
It's not around.
Be there or
This
be
is literally
square.
like a fucking chick coming out of an egg and just being like, the world. Like, no shit.
Don't say that. I
A
asked
square
you.
has corners.
do you know
no
what-
shit.
Do you know what that means? You're like, oh, no.
It's a shape. You asked me a question. I answered. It's a shape.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a great
a-
podcast. Thanks for listening, guys.
A great intro.
To a technicality.
But no, Luke fell pretty sick
Yeah, I
and
was
very
fucked.
contagious. So
Yeah,
he
probably
did,
COVID.
he did the right thing and stayed the fuck away.
Yeah, I couldn't taste anything.
That is actually why the podcast is coming out late as well.
Yeah.
A few moving parts just led us to be a little bit tardy to the party this week, but we are here.
Yeah.
Now, comp on Sunday was fun. Weirdly, I was the only one out of us three that competed, which is new.
That's a first.
It's a first.
Yeah.
I had a great day. I had 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss, which
Nice.
was good.
Wait, we're forgetting to mention it was a quintet.
It was a quintet, so it was team versus teams. As a team, we were the smallest, so our heaviest competitor turned out to be 79.2 kilos.
Was it you?
Looking at him.
Damn.
Eki was 78. Govan was 75.
Really? Is he 75?
Yep. The brothers were 70, and Oldwin came in at a shocking 60.
Oh my.
And he was like, and as soon as I'm like, all right, guys, let's do the teams, and Oldwin's like, I'm first. I was like, yes, this is my guy. This is my guy. He's such a G.
Yeah.
So,
Shout out.
What happened to his shoulder?
Bro, that
he got-
story
yeah.
with the draw, the ref put his arm up.
Yeah.
It was his hurt arm.
Yeah.
Fuck,
So,
it's so brutal.
so he got Uchimated and then body on body, but he was like, imagine like they landed
Oh.
like a T, so his shoulder was on the ground and then the body landed on him, and the
He
guy was like 95 kilos.
He
as
did a
well.
Merigali.
Yeah, but he didn't post. His shoulder was in and it just
Yeah.
like stuffed up all the nerves in his shoulder. So he just pulled
So
out
it was
to be
the top
safe.
side shoulder.
Bottom.
Oh,
It was
so
just
on
getting
the ground.
just getting collapsed against the ground.
Yeah, okay.
He was just he just had a dead arm. Not that it was something to just brush over. Like he's still pretty injured, but yeah, nothing catastrophic. Nothing you won't just come back from. But it was awesome. So shout out to Jeremy for running it. Shout out to Resilience for hosting such a fun comp, and can't say thank you enough for inviting us. Hope we get another invitation because it was fun as hell.
Jeremy is a G. Always,
Jeremy is the
always
man.
really, really nice. Really, like,
Yeah.
very kind soul.
Yep.
Pardon me, but he's always very, very welcoming.
Yeah.
Just good vibes, man.
No.
And like Jaden said, I unfortunately wasn't able to attend this one, but the last quintet we did, it was so fun. It's run so well, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's a credit to him.
Just I need him to take out can openers because my neck is still on fire.
Mm.
I got can opened
Oh.
by a very large gentleman, and I am struggling. I went in there with a neck injury, and I came out with a necker injuriero.
Huh.
It was we doubled up.
Did he say when the next one's gonna be?
Nah, not yet. Not that I know of, but
I wish he
hope
did
we're
that
there.
more frequently.
Yeah.
It's such a fun.
I think it's like 1 or 2 a year.
Because is
Yeah.
anybody doing quintets in
Nah,
Melbourne?
he's the man. We had the
No.
first ever female quintet in Australia of all
Yeah.
time.
That was
too.
sick. That was
So,
actually sick.
Good on him, man.
Quintet, the really cool thing about Quintet is that, like everyone knows with martial arts, or anyone who's involved in martial arts knows this, is that it's a team sport behind the scenes, and then it's an individual sport on stage. The beautiful thing about Quintet is that it takes that group, that team sense of jiu-jitsu, and then makes it part of the sport and
Mm.
makes it the competition. So then it just makes it. It also makes it more strategic, more tactical. You got to think about who you're putting out there.
Oh, we
and-
had no tactics.
yeah, but you
We just sent it. We were like, who
yeah.
wants to fight? And everyone was like,
and you almost got into the semis.
yeah, we were one submission off. No, we were one win off.
That's wild.
Yeah, but we ended up with 6 subs for the day, which was an average of 2 per match or 2 per division, which was pretty good. I ended up getting 2 submissions, which was pretty cool. But yeah, fun and games. A really cool announcement too is something that me and Sammy have been working on in the background. Is our comp is officially live.
Ooh.
Grappler's Haven.
Yeah, Grappler's Haven Australia is now officially live. So you can check the website, and I'll make sure that the URL's in the bio. But basically, it is a comp for the newbies. This is one where if anyone is in the Victoria area, we're hosting the first one out east. The second one will be out west. So if you can't make it due to travel, we'll try hit both sides of the city to cater to all. But this is more of a. It's still going to be like a comp, and you're going to fight and whatever. But this is a big educational one. So we're going to make specific rules to educate people through them. To if someone does something wrong, like doesn't follow the rule, I'm handpicking the referees as close as I can. If one can't make it, then obviously we'll go, and then my handpicking just based on who I've seen do the best job, whether it's experience or whatnot, so that we can educate people for the bigger ones. So I want to try and match their belts to the position. The only thing is I might subtract a few submissions from the blue belts just for those who are nervous as a blue belt to compete, just to keep them on the mat and having a crack. Shout out to the first guy that entered. He's actually never competed before, and he's 6 years old. So
Ooh.
I'm not going to say his name without his parents' permission, but he is the man of men. He is a G, and I've been hearing every day he's like, I'm going to do it, Mum.
Hey.
And I'm just like, yeah, that's what I want. That's all we want to create. So it is limited spots, though, as we have been very politely allowed to host it at XFC. So it's not too long of a day, so everyone gets adequate time. We're only allowing the first 200 in. And then weigh-ins will be on the day, so there's no weight cutting. Don't try weight bully shit because you're not going to have time to reload. Rock up, enjoy whatever weight you are on the day. We'll match you with the closest belt, closest thing. To be honest, for my guys, if the divisions are a bit, what have you, Brighton might end up in the blue belt division. Not that he's here for the first one because he's selfish. But
Sorry,
some
guys.
guys that I know can do well in the blue belt, I might send them up. Just to fill out
He's
divisions.
definitely not talking about me.
Definitely not.
You're actually
Definitely
getting
not.
demoted.
You're getting demoted. You're versing the 6-year-old, and good luck.
Oh no.
But no, so it's just a really cool thing we've been working on in the background, and stay tuned on Grappler's Haven because there is more to be announced with it.
Very
So
excited.
on the next pod, more's happening, which is where everyone in the community will be able to get involved and use it
Ooh.
and make some money all together, which will be very exciting. So,
Talking about money.
talking about money,
Definitely one of the cheapest comps I've ever
Yes.
seen. So for the value you're going to be getting,
yep.
I would highly
So
recommend.
the goal, and I say the goal because I can't make anything a promise, but the goal is 4 fights on the day. It's $55. And the thing that I made sure of, and this is why it's not a money grab or whatever, is we're actually doing family passes for guests. So if someone's like a first time guest, usually it's like $10, $15, even $20 per person. Kids pay, grandparents pay, all that. We're going to do a family pass. So you announce who you're here for. Once they cap out how many, at the moment it's just at 2 people, but we might have to make it 3 just because we had the fear of what if someone's first comp and they bring 15 people.
Bad. Wait for the Italians to walk
Yeah,
through.
exactly. One Italian means they all come.
Yeah.
So no, but we want to do family passes as well. So grandparents get to watch their grandsons for free and granddaughters and that kind of stuff. And, kids can bring their mates and, their brothers and sisters aren't paying in that kind of crap.
The boys are getting we're a family.
So we're going to make it basically as community friendly as possible. And it is not one and done. We will be east, we'll be west, and we'll be all over the joint doing our best to accommodate for everyone.
That's so sick.
So we're very excited. It's the comp that I was lucky enough to have a very similar rendition of when I was a white belt, and then COVID kind of killed it. So we're bringing it back. So very excited. It'll be on July 13th, which is sick.
XFC Nari Warren.
XFC Nari Warren.
And thank you to the
Thank you to
ex-boys at XFC
Yeah.
for hosting it.
Yep, we can't say thank you enough.
Yeah.
We were lucky enough that they actually sponsored us.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They are officially our first sponsor, so we cannot say thank you enough to XFC Nari.
Shout out XFC.
Shout out XFC, and I
Brighton
cannot.
repping it.
Yep,
Oh.
yep. It's almost like all the stars aligned.
Literally.
But no, so we cannot say thank you enough. But let's get into this exhilarating UFC card coming up this weekend.
Yay.
Woo! Now, I will be honest. We have a bit of a, how do we put it? A bit of a running joke.
Oh, I thought you were going to say stinker. We got a bit of a stinker.
We've got a bit of a running joke that there are certain fights that it's good to,
Meal or
eat a
nap.
meal or a nap.
I just can't help but think about Brighton just yelling,
Skip. Skip. No, literally.
The main event is rough. Rough.
sorry for the coughing, guys.
It's all right. We are all a bit
COVID
under
boy.
the weather.
Everybody comment COVID boy down below. No,
But no, so Blanchfield versus Barber. Look,
who
in
you-
all honesty, it is a good matchup. Now this is something that means a lot, to be honest. If Barber wins this, she actually could have a chance to be the youngest UFC champion of all time.
How old is she?
So I believe she's still young enough to beat Jones's record. Her whole goal when she
Younger
came,
than 23.
go into just
No
click on her name.
way.
Just click on Macy Barber. I'm pretty sure she's
Got, got that wrong.
got that wrong because when she entered, let's backtrack. She wanted to be the youngest. Fucked it.
Yeah.
Call that my bad.
Probably female. Probably female.
Hell yeah.
Probably not. I thought she was way younger. Look, I fucked up. I didn't even realize Blanchfield was that young. Well,
Yeah, 20.
scratch that. This fight is a fucking sleeper.
I guarantee it will actually be fireworks.
I
too.
guarantee you it won't.
You reckon? Why?
I watched Macy Barber throw 70 jabs into the air.
Oh wait, I heard about that.
It
I
was-
didn't watch
She's,
it,
and
but-
that-
she's practicing her
No.
hair cutting
No.
in the middle of the fight.
Yeah.
They weren't close. It was like we'd be this far away and she was throwing jabs.
Do you get it?
No.
She's a barber.
Cool.
Look,
I've watched her fight. If she cut hair, I'd watch more.
Oh,
Oh,
Like, put her trying to learn how to cut hair and her fighting at the moment, and God.
go Luke! Make a joke about Aaron. Hey,
nah, you guys said all that needed to be said last episode, bro. I don't need to say shit.
But no. Now, I will be honest. This co-main is a sleeper in the sense of underrated.
I think this should have been the main.
This should have been the main. So, Klein is on a 5-fight win streak, if not
Ooh.
more.
Mm,
And Gamrot brings it. He's a
yeah.
wrestler. He loves to try and take it to the ground. But imagine it's like scrappy wrestling. Like, they're going to go at it.
This will be
That's
interesting.
actually going to be a really fucking fun fight.
good fight for the
Um,
lightweight division.
Great fight. This will put them. So Klein's trying to get into the rankings, and Gamrot's trying to basically get back on track.
Yeah,
So that is a good one.
Billy Ray Jeff.
Billy Ray Goff.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because that's just a crazy name.
Look,
Is it Goff or Jeff?
Goff? But
Never mind. My eyesight.
yeah, it's not great. But I'll be honest. Name wise, this card has nothing for you.
Name wise, I cannot pronounce the last name of the guy.
That means you need to.
Ramiz Brahimaj.
Brahimaj, not bad.
Oh, the furniture's floating again.
Yep.
Yep. But to be honest, this isn't one that we're really gonna talk much about. To be honest, we don't know many of these people.
We're only gonna watch this.
I'm
be
going to
honest.
watch this. I'm going to be honest because this is one of those ones where something wild
I don't
happens.
think you will.
I
think
will.
You will. No. Because are you going to States on Sunday? Random off topic personal
God
question.
damn it!
Are you going on Sunday?
You
Buck?
guys and your fucking comps. I will still be watching this.
I'm not going on Sunday.
No, you're Saturday. I think
Yeah.
we've got
Bree.
kids. I got
Oh,
Sienna.
oh.
Yeah, I got kids
Yeah,
on
true.
Sunday too, so I'll be there.
No, but Bree's doing both, right?
Saturday and Sunday.
Shout out to Bree.
Shout out to Bree, man. He's a war. Nah, but I'll be honest. Like I sprinkle things into fruition again. I see this card being a lot of finishes. A lot of people trying to make their name. And you got to understand, the guys on this card are
Nobody's.
nobodies that want to be a somebody. And there's only one way they're going to. And that is with a spectacular finish. So they're going to be slanging and banging. They're going to be throwing hands. And as Brighton always says, in 3 years, this card that we shat on
Yep.
is going to have someone that we're like, bro, I can't believe they were a prelim on a card that was fucking shit.
Wait, can we actually suss the prelims?
Jordan
Mate,
Levitt's on it. Old fucking teabags. Old fucking
ta-
teabags.
talking about people that need a finish, the road to UFC. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
in the script, but
Nah, Kit
that
Campbell.
is crazy.
It's going off.
Bro,
When's the next one?
I have no idea.
Couple of months.
They didn't really advertise it well, but
Mm.
it was literally every single fight was a finish.
I'm gonna
I don't think it was a single
I'm
decision.
gonna expand on that.
Mm.
The UFC aren't advertising well as of late.
They don't advertise at all.
That's my point.
Dana goes live and
Dana
he goes,
goes,
"This is a badass fight night."
that's it. And all it is him freaking
iPhone
going on,
out.
guys.
Yeah. Get oiled
But-
up.
Get oiled up. Dude, Caitlin Vieira was like basically in title contention and now she's a prelim on a fight night. Yeah.
Is it at
anyways.
least in a stadium? this is-
No, it's Apex.
Wow.
It's Apex.
That is stinky.
Stinky. But like I said, don't be surprised if you see some fucking highlights. Just some absolute highlights. And I also see that catchweight fight, Giles versus Gustafson.
Yeah.
Lachlan's cousin.
Lachlan's
Lachlan's
cousin,
cousin.
versus Gustafson's
Yeah,
brother.
Gustafson's brother.
Yeah, so I see Gus getting a finish because Giles is short notice.
Ooh.
Yeah, but there is actually quite a bit on this week. This isn't the only thing on.
What else is
The
on?
jiu-jitsu community has 2 big things happening this week.
What is it? States?
So, States. 3. We have 3 big
Yeah.
things this weekend then. So,
Woohoo.
the UFC Fight Pass Invitational is on this Friday. The main event is... Now, we usually, meal break when it comes to women fights. And that's the running joke.
Yeah.
Not this time.
Not this time. This time, it is Fiona Davies, who could be classified as the female GOAT, versus Adele Fornerino, which is the hometown hero for us.
Oof.
First time ever female double gold ADCC
Did she
champion.
double gold?
First time female absolute champion. First time winning the ADCC in the 55 and under.
First
So
Aussie champion in general. Right?
first Aussie champion, I believe, in general. So she broke every record, and now it's her versus Fiona. And the best part about this is Adele's a guard player, and Fiona's a fucking guard passer. So we are seeing worlds collide, and which one's gonna work? Sign me the fuck up.
Yeah, I tried passing Adele's guard a couple times.
Yep,
Yeah, I didn't get far.
I've seen you try to pass quite a few guards, and yeah, we'll leave that one open for discussion.
That I'm not biting.
You don't need to bite
I'm not
because
biting.
you're not even biting on a guard pass.
That's
So
not.
Oh.
I literally
I'm back.
I sent you like two videos
Yep.
of me passing guards
Yep.
at my most recent comp like a week ago.
Yep.
But we won't talk about that.
Nah.
That didn't happen.
Because you were tunnel visioned and
Look,
didn't get the sub. So.
the only guard you can
I
pass.
did though.
Not in the first match.
Huh?
Not in your first
In the
match.
clips I sent, I got the subs.
Good on you. I saw the whole thing.
The first one we won't talk about.
There's a
The
few.
first one was
there's
terrible.
There's a few we won't talk about.
There's literally a few.
I'll
that
be
we won't
honest.
talk about.
Now, let's be honest here too. I'm a harsh critic on Luke, and I'm also an asshole. He did very well, but this is the only time he'll ever hear it.
Oh,
Because if
at
I
least
tell
it's on
him,
film.
if I tell him he did good, then he'd be like, I did good. But if I constantly just beat him down slowly over time, he will forever think he's shit even when he's a world champion. And that's important to me. So
I'll be honest.
no.
The only time I've seen Luke pass a guard is when he's getting his ID checked at the front of a club. I'm joking.
That was brilliant. That was good. That was
God, you're
good.
good off the cuff.
That was good.
Now, as for the rest of this card, Raquel Canuto is an absolute legend in the sport. Yes, she's related to Hanato and them, but she's a female icon, which is exciting too because it's the same weight class as the main event. So hopefully a big win there will actually lead to what's next for the Raquel. Anytime William Tackett fights, 145. How the fuck is he making that? He fought in the 80 kilo and over CJI, and now he's making 145.
Whoa.
I don't think. Surely he didn't do the 80 kilo and over.
Yeah, he did because he versed
Like,
Xiao
no,
Rosha.
you're not listening to what I'm saying. Like, could it be a situation like with what's it called? Like the two rule tolos, how they'll split themselves up between divisions, even if they're not really suited for that division. Like, what does William usually walk around at? What?
How rude.
What?
I've been nothing but pleasant to you today. No, so
Dude.
I reckon he walks around at like 80, 81.
Go back to being sick and miserable. Honestly,
Nah, so I reckon he walks around about 80 kilos, 81.
he does look chunky.
I met him. Not small.
Not small.
Not small. So 145 is wild.
Yeah, it's not.
Because that's like
it's not light.
66
Sorry, it's not heavy.
kilos.
Not heavy.
But is FPI same day weightings?
No.
What,
It's-
day before?
Yeah.
So it'll be a water cut.
Water cut.
Now, who he's versing is Achilles Rocha.
He's a gun.
He's a gun. Fresh
He-
black belt. I do see this as a bit too much for Achilles, though. I think it's just too much too soon, which is in the jiu-jitsu world is not wild because normally your matches are tournament based. So I do see William potentially getting the finish, but quite dominant. Also, I want to talk about the rules of this. Mason Fowler's always fun to watch. Francisco Lowe is good. Jasmine Rocha brings it with a super aggressive style, like
Achilles'
her old
wife?
man. Nah, Achilles' sister.
Wow.
That's good. Got to be weird. And then I'm not gonna be honest. I'm not too sure about the two openers.
I mean, he's Italian. They're not impartial to incest.
Also true. Now, I
Facts.
will be honest. Can you bring up the rule set to this?
Yeah, sure.
Because I think it might actually be near around where you are. If you just scroll through that page. There you go. Rules go down. Rules and scoring. Now, they have said, hey, CGI, you're doing a really good job. Let's copy. So we're going to do 3 5-minute rounds. I fucking hate it. I'm going to be honest. And I think CGI also made a big mistake with this. My big mistake is this. You're now giving them a limited amount of time for the finish. Yes, they have to win each round, but then what's going to happen in the third round when you're up 2-1 and you just stall it out if you can't find the finish?
Boring.
And the other problem with this is what happens if you get the back and then you get reset on the feet?
You're making me think of what Joe Rogan was saying about like he was talking about what he thinks fighting should be.
Yeah.
Like in MMA.
Oh, like on a basketball
Yeah,
court and
basketball
shit.
court and whatnot. And he's saying like
Unlimited time.
yeah, and he's like when they reset, they should get reset in the position.
Correct.
It's like if
think-
if someone's bottom out for like 3 minutes and then the
Yep.
end of the round they get reset, they're standing. That guy's getting a break.
Yep.
Um,
Yep, and I couldn't agree more. So I would say if in this position, if their guard is passed, then you start in that position, like a specific training round. If it's just like in a guard position, you just reset. That's fine. Because what we don't want to see is this, right? And this is my point. And I don't think you'll get it in this card. I think we're lucky, but we could. And what I'm worried for is wrestling for 4 minutes 40 and then one takedown and then we start again. Wrestling for 4 minutes 40, one takedown, start again. And then what are you doing? You're literally going 2-0 in 3 rounds. And I'm going to be honest, that is a very smart tactical decision. It's horrible to say, but it is a smart tactical decision and it is rough to watch. So I think there might not even happen this card.
Do you reckon we'll just start seeing wrestlers dominate FPI then?
Yep. I think Dagestanis will come in and be just fine.
That would actually be kind of interesting. Imagine they get like a ranking system too and champs.
The thing is,
That should be interesting.
it is interesting and I'm for it, but I just want to see the best have the ability to win. Like Hugo versus Nicky Rod was incredible. Yes, it was slow in that, but then you saw an outcome. You know what I mean? Like you saw, I don't think if that was in rounds, you would see shit.
This is my issue. I may be wrong in assuming this, but it seems to me that they're trying to play with the rule set to make it more appealing to the casual eye.
Yep.
So because like people, it's almost like becoming more similar to MMA.
Yep.
And the way that the rounds system is.
Yeah.
But the issue that I have with this, I'm basically just repeating what John said verbatim. John Danaher, I mean, is like, so it seems like when they're changing this, actually, sorry, this is what John said, but when like you change the rule set so much, it almost seems like the sport's going, like the tactics and strategy that's required to win efficiently is going further towards like favoring the rule set as opposed to actually favoring jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yep.
people are trying to play the system as opposed to just doing good jiu-jitsu. And then what John said after the match with Luke Griffith and Kynan Duarte is, no, was it Kynan Duarte? No, that was
The recent one,
yeah, was that
Victor Hugo.
sorry, Luke Griffith and Victor Hugo. Sorry, my mistake. John said this is what he likes about the WNO rule set is that like it's a long like 20-minute match and it gives people time to work.
Yep.
Because it's like that match, Luke was like he had his back
Fucked.
taken for like 5-6 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then because the rule set allowed it, because there was 20 minutes for him to work, he ended up reversing the position completely to where he was on Victor Hugo's back.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have a rule set like this, when you've got 3 5-minute rounds, like people could start working something and then not get the opportunity to finish, or someone could not have an opportunity to work their escapes. Because sometimes jiu-jitsu is a slow burn. Sometimes the system fails. Sometimes you get your back taken. Shit happens. And when you have rule sets like this, people don't have that
Give. And that's my point. So just also for those who don't know, it's 15 minutes for WNO, which will be the same time length as this. And I think they should adopt WNO, where they announce who's winning, and they should actually announce it as a round score. All they do is in WNO is say that judges are favoring, which means that if it ended right there and then, they favored this person, right? I think they should announce the rounds live. So I think it should be a 15-minute match, and round 1 goes to this, and it's not a pause. It's just announced over like a PA system.
When do they announce the rounds? Like every 5 minutes?
Yes, every 5 minutes on WNO, the whole room will go to the color of the corner that's winning.
Oh, wow, that's sick.
So if, like, say, red corner's winning, the whole room turns red for 2 seconds, and they say, judges favor red corner.
That's exactly what WNO does.
Yeah. So I want WNO, but I think it also should be a complete, like, point system. So, and then they should be scoring each 5 minutes individually. So first 5 minutes, and even announce the score round. So at, like, the 9-minute 30 mark, go 10-9 red, and then fucking at the 4-minute 30 mark, they literally at like imagine this too, yeah. So say for example, first guy takes the guy down and they're playing guard, seated versus standing or whatever. So judges favor red corner, 10-9. Then the guy gets a sweep, starts passing his guard, and then it's like at the 4-minute 30 mark, they go judges favor blue corner. It's a draw. And then it's like for the last 4 minutes 30, they're both fucking going at it to make sure they win the last round. That's how I think it should be.
You know what I
I
like
think
about
they're going to
that?
see a stall out for sure.
What the UFC is doing is it's more of a sport, but that kind of rule set with what's it called
WNO.
It's more a fight.
Yep.
I feel like in my eyes, it's like a fight versus sport.
Yep.
This is leaning more into towards.
Yeah, I just think that there's going to be a lot of stalling out with this. That's what worries me. I hope I'm wrong, and I always hope I'm wrong when I give these kind of takes because I wish the best for everyone, and I just wish we get better and better always. Because the other thing, what I don't want to see here is what if it takes Adele 4 minutes to lock Fiona up in her close guard? Well, fuck. Then she's got a minute to submit Fiona.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. And then what if she ends up landing her in a freaking lock submission and she's just working the finish and then the round stops and then she starts at a standing position again? Like, fuck, man. So I just think this is going to get in the way of things rather than letting the fight play out. But I know the UFC is smart enough to assess if something goes like that, reassess and go. I just hope our girl Adele doesn't get fucked.
You're putting too much faith in the UFC, bro. Jones is still champ technically.
Well, we should find out within the next 12 hours on what happens with that.
Have you been seeing the petitions?
Yeah. This is the
Sorry.
thing that this is the thing that pissed me off about that though. Jones has said the UFC knows my exact plans. All right. I'm going to get
tangent.
Tangent.
Yeah.
Ready for my tangent?
Tangent.
Jones is done.
Done. Retiring.
But they're treating it like Khabib. Remember when they're like, "Oh, for 300 Khabib's coming back," and there was rumors and shit. And Khabib's like, "Stop offering me money. You're not getting it." I think the UFC will be think that they can buy Jones back.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Jones is just like, "Bro, I'm done. I'm in a pool with 10 men in Thailand. I'm happy."
Bro, I've been saying this from the start. I don't think it happens.
So funny.
Yeah. I just think he's partying too hard.
I don't think it happens. I don't think he will fight Tom Aspinall unless he gets like a hit, like puts a bounty on Aspinall and gets him killed and then fights like Blades.
I don't think it's Aspinall though. I really don't. I don't think Aspinall is the reason he's I don't see it as him ducking at all. I honestly just see it as he's now 2-division champ.
Right, I don't even think he'd beat like Pavlovich.
I do.
Really?
I think
the Pavlovich of
that's
today.
Yeah. But I'm being honest. I still think he beats Tom. I'm just like I'm being honest.
Okay.
I still think he beats Tom, but I just think he's not there anymore. It's just not for him. Man, think about how long he's been doing it. He was champ at 23.
How old is he now? Like 43?
Like 38. He's been like champ for like 14, 15 years. I also thought Macy Barber was 21, so I could be really off here. But like that's like 14, 15 years of being a champ, getting stripped, being a champ, getting stripped.
Going to jail.
Done a lot of fuck ups. But like that's a long time, man. And that's champ. That's not build up. That's not leading to. It's a long
title
career.
Fights.
It's a long career, a lot of injuries. He literally is coming off a torn pec for fucking Stipe, and then
I don't know what's that torn.
it was you saw the pop. If you watch it, there's a wrestling
see the
video,
video.
and you literally see his whole pec shake, and it's just like. Ooh.
But you know how you always talk about diminishing your career?
Yep.
Is this diminishing his?
That's a good point.
He's got such a good career.
Here's
but like,
my
look
thing.
how he's ending it.
But here's my thing: is it on him or is it on the UFC how it's ended?
I think it's
because is it the UFC sitting there going, "I'll fight him, I'll fight him." Like we'll get him to fight. We'll get him to fight.
You know what? It is kind of because the UFC could have been like, "All right, strip Jones,
done."
Like we'll give
if
you
it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
Like, but I reckon they're sitting there like we can entice this fucking too many colorful words.
Yeah, you're gonna say crackhead.
Yeah, I was close.
Yeah.
Like we can get him back. He needs some more crack. But
we can get crack back.
we can get crack back. But
Crack
no,
back,
I don't think it's ducking. And a lot of people sit here saying like, oh, but for his legacy, right? He's got his fucking legacy, man.
Cemented it.
That shit's cemented. Like,
do you think he'll ever be outgoated? Will his legacy ever be surpassed?
Honestly, if Ilia does it for long enough.
Oh.
If Elliot does it for long enough, yes. Cool. Think about the fights that this man has that could happen coming up. They're saying now that Gaethje's basically next after it. So then let's put Ilia beats Charles. Ilia, and we'll talk. I know. Ilia beats Charles. Ilia beats Gaethje. Ilia goes up, beats Islam. And then he can make 155 any day of the week. So then he comes back down and he beats the killers that are coming up and beats Paddy and beats all these guys. Like, he could make that kind of career as well.
Is it just me or is 155 an easy division? Except for
no,
Islam.
It's in its transition.
Islam and Armin.
What are you saying about Charles?
I don't know, bro. Like,
so I don't think it's easy. I think it's just transition period. It's just a lot of guys are aging.
like
Welterweight,
Caitlyn Jenner.
welterweight, we see like the new guys.
Yeah,
they're here.
Yeah, but then welterweight was weak for a while because you just got Usman versus Leon for a year and a half, and then Colby somehow is getting title fights doing nothing.
Yeah, true.
So it did have its weak points.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And Wonder Boy was like 38 and still in the mix.
You know what was happening though? The Unks were just getting past their prime.
That's my point, and I think that's where we are now. I think it will have its resurgence. It's just not the pinnacle it was. We still have the names, but they're all about to retire.
Because think about it, we're gonna have no Dustin, no Gaethje.
Yeah, but think Max is there now. Ilia's there now.
But he's had a long career.
I know. I just saw his like, you know how they bring out like the face and then who they've. There's like 400 people in that list, bro. It's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fucking wild.
Let's talk about Ilia.
In a minute.
In a minute?
We'll go on that tangent in a minute because there's actually one more thing for you guys to watch this weekend.
Oh yeah, what is it? What's the other thing?
Worlds is on this weekend. Yeah. Now it is gi, so it's going to be a lot slower, but there is one matchup which is fucking wild. So they announced like the opening bracket. They announced the brackets basically, and there is one opening fight that I have to bring up.
Can we see the bracket?
There'll be a way, but
okay.
Look, IBJJF are bad at doing a lot of things, and their website's no better.
It's and finding things on Flow Grappling
is
so
impossible.
difficult.
The problem is there's just no competition, so they just like, deal with it, bitches.
But if you go on any of the up and coming athletes on Flow Grappling,
You can't find them.
no. But even if you do find them, they don't have their most recent matches on there.
Yeah, I know.
If you look at I was trying to watch Adam Wadzinski recently
On what?
on Flow.
Yeah, but on what comp?
No, but I wanted to see Brasileiros.
It's there. You got to find him on the. It doesn't.
I have to go through fucking 4 different pages just to find one video.
Yeah, but you also got to understand. You can just watch the whole mat, and they've got to then dissect 7 hours on 14 mats.
This is their job
every week.
This is their job. This
but
is not my problem.
And it's paid for.
You pay for a subscription.
Yeah, but I'll also say I bet you they don't make enough to hire enough people to fucking do it.
What IBJ?
Fucking
Flow.
Yeah.
You don't think they're rolling in money?
Probably not.
What? The biggest jiu-jitsu
Can you
streaming
look
platform
up?
in the
Can
world?
you look up how much?
How
many subscribers you're?
So we're pocket watching now.
Wait, sorry, what?
How many subscribers do you think Flow Grappling have?
Just ask chat.
Just ask chat.
Hey, yo, chat, is Flow rich or what?
Just go, how many subscribers does Flow Grappling have?
All right, what's your guess? Wait. Before you click search,
25K.
Flow Grappling, I'm going to say 150.
All right. I'm way off the bet.
Oh, well, they don't even tell us.
They don't tell us. But
that is the most useless AI overview I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's because you didn't ask chat, bro. You got to ask chat. Serious.
But no, so...
What is that shit?
Anyways, so the fun opening match for this is Andy Murasaki, who is versing Tynan Delbra and Mika Galvao and giving both of them problems, versing Mackenzie Dern's dad, Megaton, who is a coral belt, and I believe he competes in Masters 5.
What? How old is he?
He's not young. Look it up because I'll probably predict 29, and I think he's a bit older than that. So
Masters
how old
5?
How old is Megaton?
I'm guessing
58.
54.
No, I'm going to say he's 55. Because think about it, Masters 1 is probably 5 years off 30. So 5 times 5, I reckon he'll be 55.
Yeah, but it's that and over.
Oh, that and over. He'll be like 57 or something.
Oh, I'm 1 year off. I win. But no, so he's 57 and Andy Murasaki's in his prime.
It actually looks like what Brighton looks like when he does an impression of me.
It does. But
I would never do such a thing.
But no, so that is a wild first match. Poor Megaton.
Well,
He's gonna get
he signed up for
steamrolled.
it.
He's gonna get steamrolled, but I'm all for it. But no, Worlds is always fun, especially with, watching guys like Andy Murasaki, Tynan Delbra. I believe Wazinski's in it. The only one missing is Galval, which is
Why? Why is he
I
missing?
don't know. He's getting ready for a super fight, but he's just not there. He's won the Grand Slam, so I think it's just
A super Grand Slam.
yeah, which is also winning ADCC. Which
So like,
is just
what's the
banana.
point?
I don't think he seems to me like someone.
Once he achieves it, he's happy.
Yeah, he cares a
Yeah.
lot about legacy.
Yeah,
Like he's even said himself, he's like eventually gonna leave jiu-jitsu.
yeah. Apparently, MMA's on the books.
Yeah,
That would be sick.
Sign me up.
he has
But
some fights he wants to take care of first. And
yeah.
then MMA.
But no, so tune in for Worlds, tune in for FPI, and tune in for Fight Night. Decent weekend. Decent weekend. Wait, is Hex this week?
Path to Hex.
Path to Hex is this
Yeah,
week?
and then Road to Hex is at the end of the month.
Hell yes.
Wait.
You even got Hex.
I think it is this weekend.
Yeah, Hex is this weekend.
Wait,
isn't
let me quickly look.
With Trepka?
Oh man, if that's this weekend, I'm canceling everything.
Pretty sure it's this weekend.
May 31st. It is this
It's
weekend.
this weekend. So you've also got Hex. What's the main event? Trepka versus
We've got Trepka versus Joblin.
exciting. That's a good fight. That's actually a barn brawl.
Bro, wait. This is crazy. This is actually a crazy card, this Hex card.
Tell us about it.
From what I know, just looking at this. Oh, can we pull it up on Tapology, actually? That'll help me out here.
What am I pulling up?
Search up
Hex 35.
Hex. Hey, how'd you know it was 35?
Because I'm educated.
This is a very good fight night. I actually enjoy watching Hex more than I enjoy watching the UFC these days.
Yeah, because you'll catch him at the local servo on Monday.
Yeah, literally.
mad.
I have a photo with one of the people in that poster.
Hell yeah. Oh, Gusti.
Yes. So and
And
he's
Kakembo.
Yes.
Damn, this is a good card.
okay.
I thought Trepka's record was better. I'm
No.
gonna be a
You're
real
thinking of
dick.
his. I don't know if it's his brother or his cousin, but he's
yeah.
he's at the very bottom.
Okay.
Damn,
okay,
Liam
okay.
Gusti's the co-main.
Yeah. So
That's sick.
Gusti's matchup, Kasib. He's from New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he's got a very nice amateur record too. Like obviously
Okay.
4-0, crazy. Rahiki, training partner of George Mangos, obviously.
Oh, versus
Kakembo,
which is
absolute
sick.
MMA. That's cool.
Not
Bro,
anymore. Not
Not
anymore.
anymore?
He's combat one with Sam and
Oh,
Jono.
Who is?
true. I missed
Wait.
Kakembo.
Really?
Yep.
Since when?
Not long ago. Jet.
Jet
Jets
Fisher.
on
Yeah.
again.
I don't know who's fighting, but
That is an active man.
straight up. And his brother fights this weekend also. Past the
I
Hex.
just. Oh, God.
What?
I've got the most racist comment. I'm so sorry.
Yo, bleep it out.
Can we bleep this out if needed?
Yeah.
Trent's versing a.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
It is his first name. I'm sorry.
Oh, well.
I actually don't know if I can leave that in.
You
Bleep
can't,
it out.
You can't.
Bleep it out.
Just
Just give yourself a timestamp. I'm
Right.
just being honest. It's his name. I'm sorry.
that's crazy.
It's
Justin-
actually true though.
Oh, Justin's
it's actually
fighting.
true to a technicality.
Wow.
It's Justin too.
Yeah.
God, what a fucking record he's versing.
Yeah, look at the yes.
What?
I remember
Who's
seeing
had
that.
14 fucking draws?
Bad, bro. And I'm pretty sure a bunch of no contests too that isn't on here.
So is he just popping every fight, or what the fuck's the go? Wait,
I have no idea, but it's crazy.
draw unanimous, draw decision. Wait, go up, pause. Oh, that's Roman. Draw decision time limit. What? Go down. Dude, this guy just is fucking
Just fights every day.
leg scissor choke.
What even is that?
It sounds like what
Draw.
what's his name?
No contest, low blow.
Remember the rear naked choke from the back
Decision
with the legs?
time limit. He must be in a weird thing that does if you don't get a finish, it's a draw.
Or like, yeah,
Because why is it decision draw? What the fuck? No contest after the whole fight. Someone popped. That is wild.
crazy record.
Crazy.
There's also a
busy.
fight we skipped over.
Yep, please.
um,
Wait, versed anyway.
Did he?
Another one.
Oh, that one right there. Brody. I think his name's
Scroll
Mayochi.
up.
Scroll up. Yeah, sorry, bro.
Scroll up,
little bit
scroll
more.
up. Brody Meucci versus Artemis Trepka.
Yes. So Artemis Trepka is crazy, bro. Like,
Yeah, he's the one I know.
pretty
No
sure.
respect, no disrespect to the guy up top, but he's just the one
I think it's either his brother or his cousin.
Yep. And then what about Brody?
Brody. So his can you please click on his name, Luke? In his amateurs, he fought somebody that really surprised me. Remember going down the rabbit hole?
Scroll down.
Scroll all the way
Love
down.
the mullet. Sign me up. City
Filthy mullet.
kickboxing.
Yeah, scroll all the way down. Who did he beat in the amateurs? That surprised me.
Jake Piper.
Jake Piper, who's also fighting on this card.
Yep.
And then go on Jake Piper, is even deeper into the rabbit hole. Jake Piper in his amateurs, scroll all the way down.
Yep.
He beat Jet Fisher.
Damn.
So how's that for a rabbit hole? Jet Fisher's fighting on
Yeah.
this card. So is
Shows
Jake
how close
Piper.
the community is too.
Oh, literally.
But he got armbarred,
Yeah.
which
So
is bad if you're versing Trepka. Oh no, that's Piper. That's different.
yeah. So
Who's Piper fighting?
I actually don't know. I think he's
Go
fighting
up- go
an
up again?
Irish person. I think.
Go back again, please, mate.
Yeah, Patrick
Hill. Exciting.
I don't even think
Man,
he's Irish.
tune in for Hex.
Yes, very excited for this.
Is this Russian linkable?
I don't think so.
We
Bro,
don't
it's-
support Russian links.
Oh, sorry. Do not support Russian links.
But is there a Ukrainian link?
Well, to be honest, the actual link that they provide barely works.
Oh,
Last
sick.
time it crashed like every fight. Remember me going on that
Sick.
massive rant?
Yep.
So they better fix it on
Dude,
ours.
this is stacked.
It's cool to see
Sign me up.
like people who I'd see some of the XFC guys fighting on the come up, or
Yeah,
I'd be
it's cool,
going to the
man.
XFC guys amateur fights, and then you'd see
Yeah.
some of these names come up. Like I remember seeing Liam Gusti come out for a fight once,
Yeah.
and he just like put on such a big show, you know. And it's like now he's like co-main,
Yep.
unreal.
That's for the championship.
Yep, because
Congratulations.
Kieran won it against Justin Van Heeden.
Yep.
And then Nikos also won that night. Can't remember against who.
Interesting. Oh, Kikembo's gone for the belt.
Yes, and against
Hell yeah.
Marwan Rahiki,
Yep.
who's 4-0, 4 finishes, and trains alongside George Mangos.
Yeah, that's exciting. Speaking of George Mangos, let's get into some fucking announced fights. We will
Yes.
get back to Ilia, I promise.
Yes. Stay tuned.
But announced fights. Let's start with Mr. Mangos. Dana White Contender Series, Aussie
Let's go.
Zone.
Hey, let's go.
Let's get it. Versing doesn't matter.
No idea who's versus.
He's going. Yep.
Who is it? Is that Radley?
Radley De Silva. Let's look up that record.
Yeah, I kind of want to see this Radley guy.
Let's go into Tapology. Yep. Just look up Radley De Silva. All
Radley?
caps. That's how bad he's going to get beat.
Radley does. Oh,
That's right. Snake Eyes.
damn. When you
Snake Eyes.
when you
eh?
search him up, he's got like a full wiki sort of thing.
Yeah, let's see it.
Where's he from? Canada.
7-1. Shred.
Yes.
Holy fuck. First team or body?
Let's see his finish rate. Does he get a lot of finish?
Not really. Rear naked choke. Spinning wheel kick.
Wow.
Rear naked choke. And he lost his debut.
Wow.
So he's
what
on a
does
7
amateurs look like? Oh, only one amateur.
Yeah. Round 1 strikes.
I don't know, bro. Look at George Mangos.
Oh, we
He's-
don't need to look. Go down. Don't go too far. Yeah, it's right there.
George Mangos is crazy, bro.
Is
Even his
wild.
amateurs.
That means these guys are just finish fucking machines.
George Mangos doesn't know what the judges are.
He's never met him.
Never met them.
Nice. It's just another fan.
Flying triangle.
Yep.
Bro,
With 3 seconds to go.
that was one of that's how he won the belt.
That's how he won the belt.
Yeah, and he was supposed to get not supposed to, but like everyone thought he was gonna get pumped by Justin
he was a
Van
lamb,
Heeden.
He was a lamb to slaughter, basically, and he's like,
Because it was a hard like he was only like 3-0
so
at the time.
this man has literally, he beat Bjorn. Wild. So, and to out wrestle him is bananas. So, George is yet to meet the judges. He's
Yeah.
never met them.
He doesn't know what they
They're
are.
just another fan. Just watch the show.
Yeah.
So sign me the fuck up, George Mangos. Congratulations, man. That is a huge, huge fucking achievement.
Was there a date for it?
Yeah, August. Can you bring up the other one, Luke?
August.
What's the other one?
The other tab in the. Get out of this and go back to the photo of it. Thanks, man.
What am I looking for? What photo?
Mangos versus Dingo.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, please. Yeah, The date is August 12th. Dana White Contender Series. Sign me the fuck up. Mr. Mangos. We are fans.
Let's go. I'm keen
We are fans.
Was there any other announced fights?
Oh, dude. What is there some announced fights? Get back to the list, son. We're busy. So, we also now have officially got the WNO main event, Jiu-Jitsu.
Who is it?
It is the rematch from ADCC gold medal, Luke Griffiths versus Felipe Pena.
Wow.
That is a barn brawl. You stuffed up in the getting ready for this, didn't you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have every idea what you're talking about. I can see it behind me, bro.
Oh shit! I
But
forgot about that.
Exactly. So this is a fight.
Mm.
This is Gordon Ryan's fucking nemesis versus Gordon Ryan's training partner.
Yep.
And I'm all for it. Felipe's got, I would say, arguably one of the best half guards in the game.
He's no punk.
He's a fucking freak. Now, Felipe Pena, so Luke Griffiths, and I'll say it this way because I think it's important, was absolutely pumping Pena in the first 10 minutes of their ADCC match. Goes to take his back, and Luke Griffiths' knee snaps. So he tore his PCL or LCL, I believe. And then he couldn't use his knee laterally. So when he was trying to get hooks, his knee couldn't even hold Pena in. And Pena immediately swept, got on his back, and submitted him. Do I think that fight, the only reason Griffiths lost that fight was because of the knee? No, but that is a massive contributing factor. So I'm very excited to see how both of them go. But that means Pena has destroyed 2 of New Wave's knees in 2 fights back to back because he also destroyed Gordon's.
Yeah, but Gordon just ate it.
Gordon just ate it. So very exciting match. This is honestly, in my opinion, probably the best main event you could put on for heavyweight.
Luke Griffith intends on taking Gordon's spot as the
number one.
The number one
At New Wave.
Because Gordon is like,
it looks like he's done.
Out the door. He's pulling a bit of a Jones.
Well, no, he's just starting his own gym now.
Yeah.
Called Kingsway. So
he doesn't seem that interested in coming back either.
I don't know if he can.
But I don't know if he can. It's kind of just like basically implied by everyone at the moment that he's more or less retired.
The only positive thing I can see out of the Gordon Ryan kind of side is he seems to be keeping his size, which means he's eating.
He's getting bigger, actually.
I'm not going to comment because I don't know. I'm just saying he looks like he's still quite yoked. When his stomach goes bad, he tends to lose a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So it seems like he's keeping some size, which hopefully means there's potential of him coming back.
That photo of Skinny Gordon's wild.
It
was in like 2022 or
it's when he couldn't eat for like 2 weeks or something stupid. But no, and now another Aussie has been announced on the WNO card, and this is a good fight, but I have my fears. We have Kit Dale, which looks like Luke's prep is off today, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no,
Where
Luke.
is the photo, Luke?
Having a nightmare.
Where?
I added it before.
Computer says no.
It does say no.
So we have
Everyone, just imagine it.
Just imagine. just close your eyes. It's right there. Just
it's in that fucked up Reddit file. That's why it didn't work.
Of course.
I don't trust anything on Luke's computer anymore.
I don't trust anything on Luke's computer. So, so we have Kit Dale versus Zhang Ribeiro.
See, guys, it's just like you imagined it.
Just like you imagined.
Manifested it. Wait, which one's which, bro? I can't tell the difference.
Oh, right. So the Aussie is the one with the tan.
Which you wouldn't expect.
No, correct. Versing a Brazilian. But no, so Zhang versus Kit Dale. Now, I have my concerns. And my concerns are only this. Both men are specialists in certain fields. Luke, watch your elbow. Both men are specialists in certain fields. And I'm worried they could negate each other.
Yeah.
It's my only concern because Kit Dale is a wrestler and a guard passer, and he's fucking good at both. Zhang is a wrestler and he can wrestle. He's like not a wrestler, but he can wrestle his ass off, and a guard player, but he's also known as the impossible to pass guard. So I do worry. Yeah, so I do worry that we could get a little, not a stalemate, but a little bit of a technical battle that's over our head. And what I mean by that is it's like there's so many micro battles going on that as a viewer we won't know, but in their world, in like as a jiu-jitsu dork, for me, I'm all in.
Can you imagine if Kid Dale just passes his guard like butter? Can you imagine?
I'd be so happy.
Hella times.
Now, I do also want to say, don't expect the same style, and not by style as in like passing, but don't expect the same pace from Kid Dale as he did in CJI trials, because he had to keep gas in the tank for that. So I do expect a much higher output by Kit, not in the opening minute, but I do expect him to put a much bigger pace on than what you saw at CJI trials, where he was just making sure he won at the trials. But Zhang is just...
If you're Kit Dale's coach and you know you're going up against somebody with an unpassable guard, like, what's the game plan for Kit?
Pass the guard.
Honestly... This is going to sound horrible, but he's a Lachlan Giles friend. I have no ill will with him falling back on a leg.
Yeah?
I have no ill will with him.
Try a leg lock.
Exactly.
Are they friends? I don't know.
I'm not too sure.
After seeing that
You're just seeing two bald men. Lockie
that was so funny.
Yeah, they're friends. They're friends.
Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, of course. They did like five things.
They beat each other up, bro. They ain't friends. Yeah.
But no, so I see I see this as a fan of jiu-jitsu being one of my favorite fights of the year, especially seeing a homegrown do it. And Kit Dale's been out of the competition scene for a long time, just personal preferences. It's just he hasn't been interested. So I'm very excited to see this. It's just Zhang is a monster, man. He's just a monster.
He went up against, was a Boogeyman recently?
Yeah, and...
It was like
just
10th Planet guy, you know, they play the fucking rubber guard and lockdown and all this fucking nonsense. And then Zhang comes in just, Kimura.
Yep. Obviously a bit harder than that, but...
Yeah, but like it's just...
It's
fundamentals.
Yeah. So it's... Look, Zhang is a Kimura guy. He's known... His submission is Kimura. As well as having an impassable guard. The only thing that I will say about Zhang's guard is sometimes him being impassable doesn't allow for the most offense. But all in all, this is a great fight. I will be fucking watching this live and very excited to watch it. I'm just concerned it could look a little rough to the casuals for... all the micro battles that we'll be sitting there watching at 0.25 speed for hours on end as a fan afterwards. That is more or less my own concern. But yes.
Yeah, Brighton's going to be really invested.
Really invested.
I'll wait for the pod. What is it? I'll wait for you guys to catch me up.
We should do a thing where every time we talk about jiu-jitsu, Brighton leaves and we do a call-in for Eki.
Oh,
that's a great idea.
True.
I was half joking.
No, I actually back that. Yeah.
Bro, imagine. Okay, how about this? I'm just gonna spit an idea for the pod. So we'll bank up some like topics for jiu-jitsu, and it's like, all right, guys, time to call Eki.
Well, I have one too with Daniel Griff, because freaking he has some, let's call them stubborn takes. And he's hard to crack. So I even have another call in that we could have some fun and really argue with. He's out of the banter group.
You know what we could even do? Just get him to, like, we'll give him, all right, Zhang versus Kit Dale, thoughts? Get them to send a voice message.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just play it for a minute.
We'll do Eki's picks for the week.
Yes.
All right, done.
Yes, that's
new segment. Eki, get ready, brother.
People love
Get
picks.
ready.
People
You don't
love
have a
picks.
choice.
Also, we will be shouting out Eki's new YouTube. He's
100%.
starting his own YouTube thing as well, and we cannot be more support. So
I'll put it in the description.
We'll put it in the description. He's one of a kind, our Eki. He is the fucking man.
Love Eki.
Tune in. Now, let's get back to the UFC because we've actually got 4 fights. Now, the first fight we'll talk about is actually one that Brighton brought up. Apparently, he's a big fan of these 2 fighters, Amanda Ribas versus Ricci.
Okay, I'm glad you brought this one up. No, I don't know anything about this fight.
Oh, no, but I heard you're a big fan. I heard that you follow these 2 quite closely. I'm not sure
I'm
what
not
about
a big fan. I'm an only fan. No, I don't know.
That was such
that
a good
was
one.
great. No, I'll be honest. I brought this one, but knowing Brighton, he'll want to have a close, in-depth look at this one. Lead up and the fight itself.
Look, you're gonna study Shanji and Kid Dale.
You're gonna study this one inside and out.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know anything about this fight. I know Ribas is for.
Ribas is a great grappler.
I feel like saying Ribas is not right. I think it's Ribas.
It's Amanda
is that,
Ribas.
that's what you'll be studying.
Yeah. It's not Ribas, but I'll be studying not her rib. But no. So look, this is
I think it's Hebas.
It's a
Just stop.
I need to learn how to say it properly.
Yeah, when you invite her on a date or something.
Yeah, it'll be DeLuca by next week.
And
so.
Gene Silva, he barks.
Yeah. Good one. But no,
go.
so look, this is a ranked fight, which makes it important.
Does it?
Look, it does. Look,
What weight class is this?
flyweight. Zoom in.
Strawweight.
Strawweight?
You had a 1 in 3 chance.
No, fucked it.
They're really saying fuck the turtles with this one.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, literally strawweight. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, so this is a good fight. Amanda's a great grappler, and she always, I'll be honest, as a women fighter, and I'm not saying this in a Brighton way. Call it. No, it's not. Anytime she fights, she brings war. She's happy to scrap. She goes for it. She always goes for the finish, and Brighton always finishes when he watches her. So
that is wild.
he'll be tuning in for his reasons, and I'll be watching the fight. Yeah. Very excited. Now, the next fight.
Yes.
Who the fuck manages Johnny Walker? Who manages him? So we have a running joke that Johnny Walker is old glass chin himself.
It's not even a joke.
It's not even a
It's just
joke.
facts.
He gets jabbed and he's like, oh, fuck. And now he's versing this fucking mountain tiger who I believe is now 18 wins. Obviously, he's got 6 losses as well, but 18 wins, 18 first round finishes. And it's like, let's give him old chinless. And his manager's like, oh, we got this.
They say after this fight, he's going to be just Johnny.
Yeah, he ain't going to be walking.
He won't be walking.
He won't be fucking
won't be
walking. He'll be fucking crawling and drooling at the same time. Like, this is such a bad fucking fight for him. Because this, I'm not going to lie, I'm on the Zhang train. I fucking like him.
It's not even...
I tried to make it rhyme.
It's not even being on the Zhang train because it's just like...
I don't like it. Zhang train.
Zhang train.
Zhang train.
Like I don't
It sounds like you're hitting a gong.
Whoa.
You're hitting a couple of gongs.
I'm on tonight, aren't I?
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
But no.
That was not as bad as what you said before.
Oh, look, we're bleeping one part of this podcast and I blame Brian.
Let's make it 2. So,
but no.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I see Zhang being like a top light heavyweight, but he definitely walks through Walker, like 1,000,000%. I don't know who from Johnny Walker's team said, yeah, bro, you got this.
Who? What are they training for it?
I don't know.
What are you working on to beat this fucking Chinese mountain tiger, put you out cold fucking nightmare? Like, he's a nightmare.
They're getting him used to like using one of those walkers for after the fight.
Dude, they have to, because at the moment he's got enough CTE from like the wind hitting him at the bus stop, let alone versing this motherfucker who I would bet the house another first round finish.
All right, the forfeit on the line then. If Johnny Walker wins this, you have to compete in Speedos.
I'd get kicked out.
No, you own a competition now.
There's no brown belt division.
No.
I'm not Craig Jones, bro.
Yeah, but you have the opportunity to do this.
No,
Yes.
I don't. No,
Yes.
no, I'm not tarnishing my competition.
Who's the Gabby equivalent for Jaden? Who can we do?
This is a wild take.
because we need a.
Am I versing? Alright, not that it's the female side, but I'll verse Bailey. Both of us in speed.
I was
No.
gonna say we have to compare somebody to Gabby Garcia.
Yeah,
and
that's
to
tough.
to compare a female to her is
Yeah,
that's pretty.
She's a
That's-
beautiful lady. I don't know what you're talking about.
all right, Craig.
Is she a lady?
We'll find out.
No, but like if you have that much testosterone in you, do you
She-
still
Oh, God.
classify as yeah, you do because she probably has bits. Anyways, on to the next. So, as
But like,
we
what
were
the
saying-
fuck?
Yeah. No, if Johnny Walker wins, you've got to do
No,
something.
because you're the one that's saying 100% he doesn't. We're both on the exact like.
Alright,
It's not like
we'll
we're
do something
going
together.
Oh god,
we'll
I
do
don't-
something together. If Johnny Walker wins, Luke, help us think of something.
fuck this. We'll get back to you because this is gonna take
Okay.
forever.
If Johnny Walker
Oh,
wins, you have to have 8 hours of sleep.
Bro, that's impossible for Jaden. Fucking, the only way Jaden will get 8 hours sleep is if he fights Zhang. That's the only way it's possible.
I'll take it. God, I think like honestly, the third punch thrown is this fight done.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Wild.
I really don't like
I
it.
really don't like it, but
I like.
we'll see another finish. Oh, actually, I just realized why.
Why? What?
It's at UFC Shanghai.
GG's. All right, so if
Oh,
what?
he's gonna have Asian powers.
Yeah.
No,
oh,
he doesn't need them. He's got them.
No, but
it's like
no.
the Abu
No, he
Dhabi
don't- that
like
is true.
robot
He-
powers.
he-
yeah.
He's got them, but like they're just like, oh, who can we put against Zhang that's going to promise us a crowd happy finish? Walker. They paid Walker a lot.
You reckon?
Yeah, just like they paid Smith a lot.
I wonder how much.
More than before for him to take this one.
True. In
Now-
China, I mean, traveling, that's nice.
Now, the next fight. I personally am not sure about this one.
Really? I feel like
Tim,
it's
Tim Elliott versus Kai Asakura. Now, Elliott is good, but how old is he? You went past it
at
again.
least
Down the bottom.
38.
Down the bottom. Sorry,
I
I know.
started freaking
Jesus
out.
Christ, what are you doing?
Luke is
Dude.
not on form.
Bro, you here?
Oh,
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's wow.
how's
All right,
that?
so we're looking at the
Wait,
nipples.
So, all tits,
So,
McGee.
Yo,
okay,
yo.
like, just
Wow.
like,
Oh, my God. All right, fix it.
all right.
Wait, quick.
Now, while he
Sorry,
sorts out
quick
his
Jay.
temp,
I'm getting carried away.
Quick,
You're
Sorry,
right.
guys.
Quick, Jaden.
I
Jaden,
ain't
quick.
doing
Quick.
shit. I ain't doing shit. How old is Tim Elliott?
Bro, 50. Nah,
He's 38 in the flyweight division.
I've got Kai Sakura.
Oh, 100%. But it's just
Well,
like
you
you
can't
go
copy
from
me.
fighting the champ
Yeah.
on your debut to Tim Elliott.
That's probably in Shanghai as well. Bleep that. Bleep that, please. Bleep that. Please.
He's Japanese,
Yeah, I
first of
know.
all.
I know. Please bleep that. Please bleep that. The silence actually just sent me, bro. I feel like I've been knocked out by Zhang.
But no, to me, this fight makes no sense.
Oh, nah, not at all. What
me-
is Tim Elliott ranked? Like 15?
Yeah, I think it'll be up there. Can you zoom in? I can't see it.
My eyesight, bro.
Bro,
11,
it's so
11.
11.
11. What's Asakura?
15.
That's
Come in versus the champ, rank 15.
nice.
Well, I mean, all he did press was like, L2 and square for the fucking right knee.
Bad. It was a
But-
nice knee.
It was a nice knee, but it never landed. But no. Look, I hope Kai Asakura builds himself up and becomes what we hoped he would be when he entered. But
Because he's real young, isn't he? Like
Real
23
young.
or something?
yep.
Little baby in the UFC.
Yep, I'm sure he's not 23, but yeah. Now there's one more announced fight that we are a big fan of, and that is our boy Fluffy.
Yes.
Oh my God! Did you literally told us you were ready, and then we took another few minutes. Were you ready?
I swear to God,
None of this was done.
I thought it was done.
Luke was under the pump, guys.
I wasn't.
he wasn't. But this is a great fight.
Yeah.
Now, this is what I want for Fluffy. I want the build. Slowly build. Bring up the rankings. How are we an hour in and have a look at the rankings?
Yeah, that actually is wild.
I reckon Dolidze is like 1 or 2 rankings ahead of Fluffy.
Yeah, he's got to be what? 8?
Mm.
Fluffy's probably
10. Go down.
oh no, laptop's dying or something.
All right. Go down. Pause. There you go. 8 versus 9.
8 versus 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is interesting.
I'm
How
fine
did
with
Dolidze
that.
go at 4?
Who'd he beat? Didn't he beat
Yeah,
Vittori?
He beat Vittori, but
Yeah.
Vittori went down 2 or whatever.
Everyone went down and
Everyone jumped
Dolidze went
down.
up
I thought-
apparently.
Wow, that's crazy.
Who the fuck knows? But no. I'm excited. I think Fluffy does just fine in this.
Bro,
No issues at all.
Middleweight's being rebuilt as well at the moment.
Yeah.
So this is good timing for
Good
Fluffy.
timing for Fluffy. Be amongst it. But what are you doing? What the fuck is going on?
Stopwatch
Luke,
for?
are you okay?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried.
No,
no.
my phone's on 1%.
Oh,
It just died.
that's right. You do realize on your thing, if you go out of this and go into your program, you know the time's down the bottom right. Red
The
dot.
time's wrong. It's like
A minute out usually.
I try to make it as specific as I can.
Look.
Luke had the most cheeky smile on his face. He's like, what is that for?
Yeah.
And I almost was
Bro,
tempted
we
to
don't
say,
need this stopwatch. It's all good. Anyways, there's actually another announced fight, but it's not officially announced.
So it's a
but-
rumor.
But I'm gonna we've got to bring it up because there are some rumored fights that aren't officially announced.
Yep.
And the first one is a 2-parter.
Mhm.
And the reason it's a 2-parter is because they look like they're going towards Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez 2.
Yep.
And then Evloev is taking on Aaron Pico in like Abu Dhabi 5 rounds.
That's sick.
Great fight, first of all. Well done, Luke, on editing this and getting it right. I will not let you forget this.
What do you think of Volk versus
Hate it.
Rodriguez? Why do you hate it?
But Evloev literally said, "Thank you, Volk, for asking to fight me."
Oh, really?
So this is the UFC's choice. You know what I think it is?
Volk's retirement fight?
Nah. I think, and I feel like we're having a bit of a deja vu, and I can't be specific, like in the sense of exactly this for exactly that. But the streaming deal is coming up with ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
So the UFC is putting some absolute bangers in their pocket. Like if you look at the next pay-per-view, it's
Oh, yeah.
fucking trash.
Is it?
It's trash.
What? Dustin Poirier.
Seen it twice.
Holloway?
It's gone the same way both times.
Isn't the co-main crazy?
Show
I
me.
swear that's a decent.
Show me how decent it is.
I swear that's a decent.
Bring
fight
it
card.
up. UFC 316-7?
Yeah.
No, the next one's Sugar, isn't it?
Yeah, the next
No,
one's
the one
Sugar.
after Sugar. 317.
Lafayette.
Oh, not that one.
Stinky.
Go back.
Stinky.
316.
Bro, that sucks.
Am I off? What am I missing?
316 has got to be O'Malley, surely.
What are we fucking up to? 6? Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
What the fuck am I on?
318.
Oh,
maybe?
actually, this is still pretty weak.
not
Marab
really.
Sugar is pretty shit.
Nah, not really. We've got Sugar Marab.
Shit.
Interesting.
That's been and gone. 316. I'm off.
Um,
It's 318 that I'm talking
Kayla
about.
Harrison.
Wait. No. It's right. Stay on this one first because I'm going to prove a point here.
Nah,
I'm
bro.
going to.
Wait, you've never
next
done
one,
that before.
Next one.
You said stay on.
316.
You said stay on it.
6, brother. 316.
Buckley versus Usman after that is crazy. All right. O'Malley.
Tell me
Marab,
why this is good.
Because that's interesting. Like, see if O'Malley.
You wouldn't rather see Marab versus Sandhagen?
Nah. Cuck Malley. I would rather see Cuck Malley.
Cool.
See him deleting his social media, stop smoking weed, locking in. If it actually worked. And then Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison.
Great fight.
Amazing fight.
Your next one is Gastelum versus Pfeiffer,
Yeah.
which Gastelum will pull out anyways.
No, but think about the backstory to this. They were supposed to fight in Mexico. Have you been hearing about Joe Racist Pyfer?
No,
Bro,
but I'm already asleep.
he will never fight in Mexico ever again. Apparently, he got food poisoned in Mexico.
Oh.
So
Well,
now,
at least he didn't get herpes like the other guy the other week
Yeah.
ago.
Bellado.
Yeah. That's rescheduled.
Yeah, so and that's how he wins, bro. He's gonna get into Paul Craig's garden, just start kissing him. Yeah. No, but Joe Pyfer, he's gonna want to get back at the Mexicans for food poisoning.
I
here.
don't want it to be the third fight on my pay-per-view.
What else
What's
is
up-
there?
what
Yeah,
else
what's
is there?
after? What's after? So we've got Joe Racist Pyfer.
Yeah.
We've got Kayla Harrison.
No, but just arrow down, bro.
Says
Oh,
more fights.
yeah.
Batista versus Patchy. That's only
That's
interesting.
solid, dude.
That's only
That's
interesting
solid.
because it's Patchy's
No,
debut.
No, that's
Good
solid.
point. All right, this one's not bad.
What
now,
about
go
early
318.
prelims?
Go 318.
Oh, okay.
318 was my point. Go to UFC 318.
Yeah, I was getting carried away saying.
Nah,
the
that was
prelims.
it's good.
That's solid,
Dude,
bro.
Patchy Mix saved that. I've got to be honest.
that was clutch. That was a
gonna be
wild
honest.
card.
Now sign me up for this.
The co-main, yes. All right, that's the best fight. That should honestly be the main event.
Sign me up.
Bro, Adam Fuggett.
Woo.
Adam,
Vittori versus Allen, snooze. Magny versus Nelson should have happened 50 years ago. Ikram versus Ferreira, cool. Crute versus like literally your main event is Ribas versus Thicky Ricky.
Thicky Ricky.
Yeah, that is your main event.
I'm gonna pull a sickie to watch Thicky Ricky.
You already have 3 times this week.
No, okay. This isn't the final card though. Like,
Bro, there's already 12 fights.
that's all the early prelims and prelims.
How many fights are there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bro, you got like 2 fights to happen.
Yeah, McGregor versus Chandler is gonna be.
Where's Chandler been actually? But anyways, my point is this. Compare this to what we were getting a year ago, which were bangers after bangers.
That's the
after bangers.
standard that's
No.
being held these days.
No, but what I'm getting at is I reckon it's a build up for Netflix and then we're going to get fucking
imagine
'Cause
the
it-
first Netflix card, bro.
gonna go off. And
Oh.
I honestly believe because it's saying that Pereira versus Ankalaev 2 is like 8 cards away. They were saying like
Wow.
UFC 322.
Oh yeah.
They've been talking about all this shit. So I was like, why are they predicting so much later? And my answer is I reckon they're gonna sign Netflix early and fuck off ESPN early.
That'd be sick.
And then it's gonna be on Netflix at like June, July. And this is why, in my opinion, Jon Jones Aspinall has been honey-dicked if it happens. If it happens, that's the only reason.
Yeah,
Because they're
we
not
don't
going to announce it on an ESPN. They're going to announce it with the new streaming network.
We don't have International Fight Week. Isn't that July?
Yeah, that's
That
your
would be
boy
huge.
Vittori.
No, that's not International Fight Week.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe Vittori's even labeled a co-main. Fucking
Who's he
disgusting.
fighting as well? Brendan
Brendan
Allen.
Allen.
The fight nobody asked for. Anyways, let's.
Sorry. I would rather watch any woman's fight than that.
Same.
Any.
Pause.
Any. But no. So
Nah.
Pico versus Evloev cannot give a flying fuck about Volk versus Yair. I believe it's just because I believe it's just filling in time.
Okay.
Volk will win unless he gets caught with something wild, which is possible. But Volk will win, and then Volk versus Evloev, which is Volk versus 20-0 if he beats Pico, is the fight to make on Netflix, and that is a banger featherweight fight.
You don't think Rodriguez is his retirement fight?
No, I don't think.
it could be.
I don't think Volk's done until he loses. I think Volk.
He is kind of stubborn like
he's
that.
stubborn.
Yeah.
He is stubborn
in a good way.
Yeah. So I think a lot is cooking for the future,
Yeah.
and I think at the end of this year, this podcast is gonna be like, oh, I can't believe this next card, and I can't believe this next card. Like it's just gonna be fucking fireworks.
That'd be sick.
Now, Volk versus Yair, Volk wins. Evloev versus Pico, fuck, that's a fight.
I don't know who wins that. I want to say Evloev.
I think Evloev, but I wish well for fucking Pico. I think we get a bit of a Kai Asakura though. It's like he has all these good traits, but it's just too much too soon. Now, one that I'm all for, a fight that I'm like, sign me the fuck up for. Sean Brady has asked for Ian Garry. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Because both of them look like champions.
Both of them don't even need a fight again, and
Nope.
they deserve a title shot.
Oh, Gary's a bit of a wild take on that.
What for a title shot?
Nearly got beat by rank 13.
Who?
Prates?
Nearly got beat.
Dude, he was in doggy for the last minute.
Sometimes you honestly, a minute
He
in
was
doggy's
bent.
pretty,
He was bent over presenting for the last minute.
A minute in doggy's pretty good.
He had
bro.
tw-
beep that, beep that, beep that.
He had 24.
I'm not bleeping that.
Nah,
Yeah,
he had-
Nah, that's staying.
No, he had-
no, beep this.
Anyways, no. Garry hasn't done enough.
For a title shot. I
No,
think he has. I
no.
think he has.
What, lost the shove cut and then beat rank 13? It's not enough. He needs one more. In my opinion, if it's not Brady, now's the time to fight Edwards, even though it sounds like it's Edwards versus Morales. Now's the time because he still holds value in a rank. I'm just
Yeah.
being honest, because then he beats rank 3, sure. You beat an ex-champion, go for it. It's just what Brady did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think you know what it is for me with Garry? He looks like a champion.
Correct, but does he beat Brady?
I think so.
Really? You're that confident?
Yeah.
Get me a coin and flip it. I have no fucking idea.
Who did Brady beat?
Leon mauled him. Who was before that?
Is Leon really that crazy?
Who was before Leon? Because Brady... No, but tell me now, Brady looked incredible.
Yeah, he did. But
His hands look fucking...
did Brady look incredible or did Leon look ass?
We won't talk about it. But, dude, both of them only
What?
have one loss.
We won't talk about it.
Yeah, because you're probably right.
We're on a podcast,
probably-
bro.
we won't talk
We're
about it.
going to talk about it.
He beat Gilbert
Um,
Burns, beat Gastelum.
Is
and then
Gilbert Burns win?
He
really
beat
that crazy?
Boogeyman.
He beat the Boogeyman in a... He submitted Boogie.
That's Boogeyman?
He beat Craig Jones. He beat Chiesa, your boy.
I'm going to smash
He
your
beat
boy.
Jake Matthews. He's had a good run. Look,
He's a great run.
beating Leon still holds value today. That's right. Heaps. But beating Leon still holds value today. One more loss by Leon and it means nothing anymore.
Yeah, he's Ferguson.
Same as if Buckley beats Usman. That's the last time beating Usman means anything, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. It's just where it's proven that their career is done. They've done the dance.
Yeah.
So that's where Brady needs one more, and if it's not
He
him,
does.
then it needs to be Leon or it needs to be someone in the top 5. He
To be
has
honest,
to beat someone.
This fight
Bring up
makes
the
heaps of-
rankings.
This fight makes heaps of sense.
It does for Garry.
Nah, for Brady too. Because what? He beat Gilbert Burns, which is not that crazy.
Good win though.
Yeah, good solid win. Good
Because
on the resume.
that's the only one that JDM beat to first fucking
Yeah,
Bilal.
and everyone was questioning him, like, oh, you know.
JDM. I love seeing JDM at the title. I just can't believe that they snubbed fucking Pantoja again.
Bad.
Leon and that. Yeah, look. Okay, here's my thing. Let Buckley versus Usman play out. Garry Vite's the winner.
Where's Buckley?
7
7.
and Usman's 5. And then the winner of that fights if Brady was to sit on the shelf and
Which
wait.
he honestly.
But Brady
earned
wants
it.
to stay active, so Brady versus Garry, sign me up. And the loser of that fights the winner of Buckley Usman. Sign me up, and then shove cut as soon as he's healthy gets a title shot, just because I love him. Now they're talking about Bilal Muhammad's shove cut fight.
Which is wild.
It's a great fight.
That is a great fight.
Mr. Decision versus Mr. Finish. What happens? Think about it like
I know, it's
that.
like the boxing fight.
Think about it like that.
Who's the Dagestani boxer? With the finishes?
Oh, you're talking about Bivol versus
Bivol,
Beterbiev? Yeah.
Is he Dagestani?
I don't know. I think one of them might be.
I thought he was.
But no,
anyways.
so yeah, that's a great fight in my opinion too.
Yeah, I
Sign me
didn't
up.
think that made sense, to be honest.
That
but
makes a lot of
yeah,
sense.
it makes heaps of sense.
Because then it puts Bilal back in contention, and all of this happens while JDM versus Islam.
Yep.
Sign me up.
I like it. All right.
Sign me up. And the last one, I believe there was one more. Go to notes. If you can bring up the script. Oh yeah, another potential, and this is a fucking fight that I would love. MVP. We haven't heard a bit about in a while. He's been quite quiet. Oh, there's 2 more. I missed one. It's not that one.
That doesn't look like MVP.
That's-
Yeah, I was gonna say that because that was the next one.
No, did I miss one? No,
wait,
it's not.
No. I missed that.
You stuffed up.
No.
It's not like you to make mistakes tonight.
No. My first mistake
Now,
was coming here.
No. Now let's see. Has MVP versus that? Is it even here? Has Luke even loaded it in?
No.
Because there it is. Prates versus Page.
Yeah, I've learned
Yeah.
some things today.
So Prates
rusty.
versus MVP. Sign me up.
Striker versus striker. I like
Striker
it.
versus, but think about this. That's because Prates couldn't solve Garry's striking until the last round, which Garry was short notice.
Mm.
So his gas tank is obviously not going to be the best.
Mhm.
And MVP is a motherfucker to solve.
Yeah.
So I'm all for this. Like this is
This is a sick fight.
this makes sense, and this could be a fight night main event.
Even in the rankings, this makes sense.
Yeah, 13 versus 15, I believe.
But is MVP going to cut to welterweight again?
Couldn't care less. I'd just do it.
Yeah.
Just shut the
no,
fuck up and do it.
But when he fought the Bullet, it was a middleweight. Do you reckon he'll cut again?
I'm not saying what should happen.
Oh,
I'm
you
saying
just
what I
wanna see.
want, and this is
Yeah.
what they're talking about. And I don't think he put on weight for Bullet. I think he's rocked the fuck up. He didn't look bigger,
Yeah, I don't think so.
and he's
either.
got a build where it looks like he can fluctuate like Kevin Holland.
Yeah, he does.
Bit of that like lanky, skinny boy kind of like body. Not
Mm.
talking shit, just being honest.
Well, even Prates is pretty lanky. And
Pretty
skinny.
lanky and skinny. So I'm all for this. You know,
This is a great fight.
It's,
Yeah, I like it.
it's
Interesting fight.
Yeah, I'm very, very. I just enjoy this. I don't know what else to say. I just want to see it.
Mm.
And there's one more that's in talks, and it's very much in talks. But I fucking hope this happens, which Luke already leaked.
Yeah.
Gene Silva versus Diego Lopes. Sign me up. Super fun. No,
Gene Silva, I'm backing. I'm backing
but
Gene Silva.
are you not keen on this fight?
Oh yeah, extremely keen.
Yeah, like sign me up. Go to the rankings because I know this is a big jump for Silva.
No, but I did kind of want to see Diego Lopes versus Yair Rodriguez.
Yeah, but
'Cause
now
their
that's-
whole beef?
But now they fucked it. Scroll up,
Bad.
and it's the next one in the right. Oh, yeah, Silva's 11,
I feel like he should be higher.
but it makes sense.
Bro,
'Cause
what's
why is Max still there?
Aljamain Sterling doing?
Where's he? Oh, what?
9.
Besides hanging out in fucking Thailand. Oh, isn't he filming a show?
Oh, the Ultimate Fighter,
Yeah.
Russian one
Yeah.
against Peter Yan.
Yep. So he's filming that at the minute.
That's random.
Random. Same as Nate Diaz versus Dingo in Thai fucking one.
Really?
Jon Jones and Nate Diaz were the two coaches or some shit. And Nate's already left.
See, the PFL pretty much fell through.
The PFL or the GFL?
No, the GFL. Sorry.
Yeah, been
It
gone.
was supposed to be last week.
Yeah, I know. But their main sponsor dipped.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it was. They lost like millions dollars sponsor.
I was actually keen for that.
I
We
was
used to
not.
talk about it every single. No, you don't lie, because we would talk about it every single week.
pod I said I wouldn't tune in, and they're like, "Oh, Cap, you were so keen." Fuck no, I was keen for one fight on there, and I
What?
can't even remember it. It was Murasaki versus someone.
No idea. Oh, Gay Guard,
That's the same guy,
Luke's guard.
Luke's guard.
You said that. You did say that.
Yeah,
But no,
the clip.
so look, to be honest,
Yeah,
Silva
good.
versus Emmett, Silva versus Sterling, Silva versus Murphy, all makes sense. Or fuck it, get up there, son. Lopez.
Do you think Gene Silva could be champ?
Yep,
I really love his odds.
I like his odds too.
Wait, where did Bryce
I
Mitchell
could
go?
honestly see.
Fuck Bryce Mitchell.
Gone. 15? No, he's not ranked.
He's not even ranked.
I could honestly see a world where Gene Silva is Volkov's last fight. Not Volkanovski's. Takes the belt off
Oh.
him.
Yeah, I could.
But I would actually love to
Nah.
see how Gene Silva solves Evloev.
In my head, they don't fight. Gene
Mm,
Silva and
You think
Volkanovski.
it's Evloev and done?
Not even. I reckon it's Rodriguez and done.
I hope not.
But no. I think that's in my head what I want it to be.
Yeah,
So I
because
believe he beats him.
yeah, him versus Evloev is a motherfucker of a fight. But
I think that is his last fight. I think he probably loses a decision and retires.
I think so. But we'll see. Now, there was a little bit of news around the world.
Oh
And
my
we'll probably-
goodness, how have we
we'll-
not spoken
I know.
about
Now we'll
this?
probably leave this as the last topic, and we're going to talk about these other ones next time because this has been a busy podcast, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Now, Ilia Topuria in his camp for Charles Oliveira has left his head coach.
Yes. Okay.
Talk to me.
what I've heard about these coaches, so it was 2 coaches.
Okay.
They were his jiu-jitsu coaches. His main jiu-jitsu coaches. And he's fighting Charles Oliveira, jiu-jitsu guy, so not good.
Most subs of all time.
Yeah, really not good.
Not good.
Also, first fight at lightweight, getting rid of your coaches. It's just
It's a
not a good
lot.
sign.
It's a lot of things leading up to what would be your most judged fight of all time.
literally.
Because don't get me wrong, everyone's looking close when you verse Max, and you said you're going to knock out Max. Everyone's looking very close. Everyone's looking very close when you're versing Volkanovski and saying you're going to beat what could be renowned as the featherweight GOAT. I would say today is actually probably it. And now you're going up to a new weight class after vacating that belt. So here's my thing too, and it was the one point I kind of wanted to bring up with this. I know that he books his own weeks.
What do you mean?
He says what he's going to train each week.
Oh, really?
He said it on JRE.
Oh, really?
He said he books his week. Mondays this,
No, he
Tuesdays
did-
this,
no, he
this,
did say
Wednesdays
that,
this, this.
He also
Thursday-
said he reads.
good on him.
I read a lot of books.
Yep. And then Joe Rogan's like, but why do you think of Jon Jones? But no, so I wonder if they just had a discrepancy on what he should be doing for camp, and he was just like, I hope he's not chasing yes men. That's what I just hope.
Surely not.
But I also kind of hope that we just find Craig Jones in his corner.
Can you imagine?
I can.
No way.
That's the thing. 'cause-
Craig is working.
No, because Craig will go anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, I know.
And he's
he,
got
he
he's
proved
been-
that with
he's-
Ukraine.
Well, he's just been in fucking, where was he for the current CGI trials?
Somewhere in Europe.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, that is for the Euro CGI trials.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah. True.
Did you
Sure.
did you guys see that though?
Where they're grappling on a couch. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was wild.
But no.
Tommy
That-
Langacker's just screaming.
Yeah.
Like he was doing the Wallid.
I was gonna be honest. Team Euros looks pretty weak.
Yeah.
Who's,
That
who's
lawyer,
on him?
that
No-
lawyer that I predicted got
Yeah.
through.
Yeah. No
That's all I
one.
know. He's a lawyer.
Who?
No. There.
Don't know his name. I know
I'll be
he's
honest.
a lawyer.
There's no one you'd recognize.
Bad.
Yeah. Okay.
No one. But no. So I hope it comes out who his new coaches are, and I hope they are just fucking. Look, I even hope it's just John. Just turns out he's been at Kingsway the whole time.
That would be such a great outcome.
But I worry. I worry for our man Ilia. Because
Because
he's honestly thinking about the roster. He's my favorite fighter at the moment.
See, people always ask me who my favorite fighter is. I'm like, it's like picking a favorite child.
Yeah, it's easy. Not
What?
you. No.
Oh. I
But
can't pick a favorite fighter.
mine's Ilia.
Mine's Vittori. So
And on that note, I'm going.
I'm going to sleep.
I was already
Um,
asleep the second you started his name.
yeah,
but-
Ilia's up there for sure.
Ilia's up there. He's
gonna
my
be.
favorite. Me at the moment, he's my favorite. What he's doing, what he's trying to achieve, he's the man.
Aspinall's up there.
Yeah. I
Aspinall.
just don't remember the last time he fought.
Drika's press conference. Not him fighting, just his press conference. Making Izzy cry, making Strickland cry.
Yeah.
If he makes Hamzat cry,
He could.
that would be great.
He really
who
could.
made who cry?
DDP
Drukas?
made both of them cry.
He's the gaslight king.
Yep.
Seriously.
What do you mean he made him cry?
Like,
Bro,
brought up so much emotional shit that they broke.
they literally started crying on
He
the
McGregor'd them,
stage.
but in like their PTSD.
And Strickland, at this time, Strickland was like the most manliest man
Yeah,
ever.
but he brought up his old man or some shit and then
Yeah.
just broke him.
That's
And the
fucked.
worst part is he could bring up the Chechenian war.
oh,
Because we've seen Hamzat break on stage once before.
Yeah.
There's a video of him with a little girl talking about her, like, it's a horrible story. Like sadness wise. And yeah, you see him break and then you see like what makes Hamzat come out, like that demon. You just see like, yeah, the war side, the war stricken, what he had to deal with as a child side comes out and it's like, ugh.
fuck. Now I feel kind of bad for saying I want to see Dricus bring that out.
You can try, but I'll show you the video after this, and it is yeah, he will murder him on stage.
Oh, the video of him picking up that guy. and he's like screaming at Dana.
Jing Liang.
I don't know, but he like picked
Li
someone up.
Jingliang.
He
Oh,
he
yeah,
walked
yeah,
over
yeah.
to Dana
Yeah.
holding this guy.
Yeah, and he's like,
Mm.
"This is what you've got for me," and drops him down.
yeah.
Yeah, wild.
It was in Abu Dhabi though, so he had their powers.
Oh.
Look, it's a fun fight. I'm very excited.
Yes.
But on that note, guys, let us know. We're going to start looking at bringing in even more segments, having people, send us voice messages and put all their inputs in. We want it from everyone. We're also looking at getting in a few more interviews over time. They will be announced. So a lot's happening around the pod, guys. Just more input. Keep letting us know what you want to hear, who you want to see, what we should be talking about. We always have topics that we can talk about as an overall as well. So keep us posted.
Please support me, guys. One more week, and they haven't taken the mic away from me. So,
Oh,
guys,
God.
just let them know that you love me, right?
And the one other thing is good luck Brighton. Going for the state title this weekend in
In
He's just going to
Seventy-
go in,
76.
armbar his way to goal, and
That's it, bro.
and then he just won't watch it, and then
Yep.
Yeah.
He won't even know how he did it. It's just
Yeah.
like their arm was straight, so I lifted my hips.
yeah. It's like last time we did nationals, he got an armbar in like, I don't know, a minute and a half or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know how we got the armbar? He had a dream about it the night before.
No. Seriously, I had a dream. I was so nervous for nationals. I don't know what it was. I had a dream that I was gonna armbar someone and break their arm, and then that whole morning I was like, I'm gonna fucking break someone's arm. Like, I don't care. I legit don't care.
Yeah.
I was listening to like Brazilian music before I went on, and I was angry. I was so angry, and then I just went it's the only thing was on my mind.
Yeah.
Armbar the guy. Get up. Like I literally was like
You should have got DQ'd.
And then he
Straight up.
screams, smacks the
Should've
mat,
got
points
DQ'd.
at the camera.
and I was like to
And he's-
Luke, I was like, I fucking told you.
Yeah,
I told you.
This is AFBJJ white belt nationals, by the way.
First round.
Not even an internationally
Oh,
recognized
God.
federation.
But I love it. So good luck this weekend, man.
Try to do the same.
My 2 subs on the weekend were armbars too,
Yeah.
so I'm channeling my inner Brighton.
I'll have to channel my inner Jaden.
Yep,
hip
go
toss.
for it. Just hip toss the armbar, baby.
Hey.
But no, thank you guys for another week. Keep tuning in. We're nearly at 6K likes on TikTok. We now are also at 140 subscribers on YouTube, which is a silly number. And our
We couldn't fit 140 people in this room.
Nope. And also our interview, I believe, was at 1.1K views with the boys. So guys, just please keep sharing the love. Keep tuning in. Keep commenting because I read them all and I want to know what you guys want coming up as I write the script. So if you want to have any kind of input on the show, let us know. Other than that, sign up for my comp. Luke, get a nasal spray and fix that.
Yeah, sorry, I'm doing the Jon Jones impression on the mic, guys. Sorry.
And we will catch you guys next week. Peace.
Bye.